Hey everybody, Monster Bait here. Actually out today on the Crooked Creek Creature site. Gonna do a little day hike today. A little scouting. We still got the 24-hour on the site coming up, so we're gonna put a game cam out today. Look around a little bit, see what we can find. If I got a little time, I may run and get the other game camera cards from Area 1. We'll just have to kind of see.
So we are very close to the Crooked Creek Creature, where a boy and a girl witnessed a Bigfoot jump out of a tree, scared the daylights out of them. And that encounter happened only a few miles from here.
Straight ahead across the hill. No way that was anything else. Now it's been a little bit since I've been out here during the day. It's a nice day today. Figured I'd do a little scouting. I'd planned to do this, I don't know, a little while ago. The weather was just not good at all. So, here we are. Now what I wanted to do before it, since the weather was not good, I wanted to do this way before. So this is kind of the two-parter. We're going to do the day hike, and then we'll come out for 24 hours and we'll camp where we got the knocks and the howls and all the other stuff. So today I want to hike in. There's a little pond down here, and I want to look around, see what kind of tracks are there, and I may deploy a game camera down there and leave it until we come back out. So be a nice little way to see what we get and what we have. Just kind of look around for tracks. It's been raining some, so the ground could be soft enough. If something did come through, we could find something. Seeing some deer tracks and things, so that's a good sign. That means the ground's soft enough where we could get some tracks. Now I'm seeing some tracks on the ground here. We're gonna look at them. Pretty sure they're deer tracks, but I want to kind of show you how deer tracks sometimes can look misleading. And I think they're deer tracks because there is deer scat around, and it looks like the deer probably skid when it was going down the hill. And we can kind of examine that a little further. See, there's the track there, and then we come over here. There's the track there. See it? Well, they can be very misleading. You see, it's kind of skid down the hill. See there? And it kind of went on down through. Keep tracking it through. There's another skid. There's another skid. See how another skid there. And it keeps on going down through there. But if you notice, you can pretty much track it. The leaf litter is starting to kind of fade away, and that deer kind of made its way down through there. When it started out, it looked like it did have toes, but you got to keep looking. You can't just go ahead and write it off and say that it's a deer, not a deer, or Bigfoot or something of that nature. So that's why it's best to keep looking, 'cause sometimes deer tracks can step inside themselves and it will give you that four-toe look. I'm starting to make my way down toward this little pond. It slopes down a little bit. I thought I heard something. It's like a grunt noise or something like that. If you picked it up on there, if you hear it, drop a comment, let me know the timestamp, and we'll go back and listen to it. So let's continue on. Now, I'm very cautious today, because like I said, it is warmer, and I did bring my snake bite protectors. I have those on. But what I want to talk about is, you got to be careful. Things are starting to thaw, it's starting to get warmer. You could have these snakes and other animals out here starting to roam around. So we just kind of got to be aware of that as we're walking through. See how easy it is for me to make tracks? See there? So that's a good thing. That's a good sign. The cool part about this area here is I found mason jar pieces throughout this little part here, and there's a moonshine steel site that we found, an old one probably from about the 50s up on the hill. Had mason jars and different things, old jars and old steel pieces. So you'll find broken mason jar pieces in this area, because it was where people made liquor at one time. We got some scat on that log. See there? That's probably raccoon or something of that nature. I'd almost guarantee that. Now remember, if you see anything, make sure you let me know. Timestamp it, we'll go back and check it out. As remember, when I'm out here filming, yeah, I'm kind of out of breath here. When I'm out here filming, I'm looking at the ground, stuff like that, because I want to make sure I don't run upon a copperhead or something like that. So tag it, we'll look at it, go back and check it out. Whew. You can tell I ain't had a good old hilly hike in a while. Been too used to that winter, packing on the pounds. Alright, so what I'm going to have to do is I'm going to go up this hill, then down. That should be where the little pond is. So, bear with me here. It's kind of a steep hill. See what we can come up with. Well, I fell down the hill again, and I failed to get it on camera yet again, but, you know, whatever. You see these limbs smacking me in the face? I'm trying to watch you all. So I'm gonna go down and around we should come up on it. And take a little break from filming to get through all that roughage. It's pretty thick back there. It's still pretty thick here, as you can see. I want to smack myself in the face. We're really close to the pond now, so we'll check it out, see what we got. I just heard an animal of some kind. Sound like a coyote. Could just be a dog. They sound very, very, very familiar at times. So we just gotta kind of keep that in our head as we move forward. Oh, here's a bone. It's a vertebra of some kind. That's what it looks like to me. I would think a vertebra. I don't know. What do y'all think? What kind of bone is that? So what kind of bone experts we have here? Definitely not Bigfoot. But some kind of bone anyway. I'm walking through the woods, so we're going to stand. We're going to wait a little bit. Here. There's two things. There's one right behind us. There's one over here. Here. There's one over there. Let's see if we can see what it is. Could be anything. Okay. but it sounded like footsteps in the distance. So I want to make sure it wasn't getting heavier as it got closer, because if it was doing that, then we need to watch. Well, we made it to the pond. There it is, in all its glory. See if we can put a game camera somewhere around here. The worst part about this is I hiked down and around. I could have probably just came up and over. It'd probably been a lot easier. Whatever. I just kind of followed the GPS on that one. I didn't know what obstacles were there. But there's no real good trees by the pond. So I may have to nix that idea and not put the game camera by the pond. Pretty much does it for the Crooked Creek Creature site. I'm gonna go to Area 1 and get the game camera cards, so watch for those at the end. The cool part about it is there's several tree stands back through there, so when I come out here at nighttime, I'll just sit up in there and watch. Maybe bring a thermal out, see what we can come up with, but we'll head off to Area 1 now. Alright, there seems to be a lot of people down here today, probably fishing on the banks, so we're going to get in, get the game camera cards, get out. That way people don't know where our stuff is, hopefully. A little stealth mission today. We'll see how that goes. There'll be more Monster Voice episodes coming, hopefully this week. So stay tuned for those. A lot of people out hiking today. They don't even understand where they actually are right now. If they knew some of the sightings and things like that out in this area, there ain't no way they'd be hiking in this place. But, you know, that's how we get more sightings, so, you know, let them be fair game, it's okay. So a little bit about this week's episode of Monster Voices. You're going to see footage that I shot with a good friend of mine, Danny Robinson. I mean, just a long time, lifelong family friend. A lot of respect for Danny. I trust Danny a lot, and I trust his encounters a lot. You're going to see me getting to go out with him on his land. You're going to hear him tell stories, and it's really good stuff. God, there's so many people out today. It's ridiculous. Like gunshots over there. Listen, if you shoot at it 5 times and it ain't stopped, probably need to figure something else out, because it ain't working. First leg of this trip took a lot out. Those hills are something else. But it's part of it, I guess. It's a really big crane that just took off that way. Wish I could have gotten on camera for you. Let's see about getting this game camera card out. Alright, got the game camera card. We'll look at that at the end, so stay tuned. Make sure you stay around. If you see anything in the game camera, drop me a comment. Let me know what you see. Mark it on there. That's a really weird thing. Let's look at this a second. All those corn husks. Either something sat there and ate a whole lot of corn, or it was washed in, which it could have been washed in. Not gonna say it wasn't. But if you notice that corn husk there, wasn't a whole lot of like unplanned bite marks on it. Strange. Not sure. Interesting. What do you think about it? Maybe my mind's just really blowing my mind today. That made no sense, but it almost looks like it. Something could have been bedded down right there. I don't know. I don't know. Could have been also from the water rushing through, dumped a bunch of debris under that limb. Who knows? Can't really say 100% for sure on that one. I want to kind of apologize because the videos lately have just been me hiking around. Which, I mean, that's what it is a lot of times. Out here doing research, you don't always find stuff. And it is a whole lot of hiking with a purpose. But there's some night stuff coming. I've got some plans in the works. But man, that weather, the wind, it just wasn't a good idea. So, but that's coming up. So, that pretty much does it for today. Stay tuned at the end. We're going to review one game camera card. So check it out. If you see anything, let me know where, timestamp it, mark it, whatever. Leave a comment, let me know. If this is the first video you're seeing, go back and watch the other stuff. Educate yourself on the areas that we go out to. I try to post every week. I try to post a couple times a week. Sometimes it just don't allow that. But thank you for watching, and remember, the monsters are not just under your bed or in your head. They're everywhere. See you next time.